Hi everyone, I am Priyanka, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Commerce CA, Kamadena Arts and Science College, Satyamangalam. Next, we will discuss about topic is types of communications and methods of business communications. Next, introductions. Communications is the essentials elements in the success of any business. The main informations, the process of transferring informations from one person to another within a outside the business environment is termed as a business communications. The term of business communication is derived from general communications which is associated with the business activity. The process of transferring information one person to another person be useful for communications is the language. Next, definitions. According to Ricks and Go, definitions business communications are system that responsible to affect change throughout the whole organizations. Next, we will discuss about next authors. Professor J. Asst stated that when the communications occurs between either two or more than two business people for the purpose of effective organizations and administrations of the business, then it is considered as the business communications. We are two people, two or more than two business people for the purpose of effective organizations and administration for useful communications skills. Next, basics elements of business communications. Then first one sender, then next one business information, then next one receiver, then finally feedback. These are the basics elements of business communications. Now we will discuss about one by one. So basic elements of business communication. Sender. Sender means employees, customers, business persons, government agency, suppliers, etc. These are the sender. Next, receiver. Receivers means employee, customers, business persons, government agency, supplier, etc. Senders, informations, business information. Business means letters, memo, reports, etc. The sender, business information, then receiver, then next feedback. These are the basic elements. Next, we will discuss about types of business communications. Types of business, first one internal, external, internal download, horizontal download. Internal business communications. Internal business communications means communications that occurs within the member of the organizations. The internal, the basics the within organizations include both formal and informal for the internal within organizations. Also, different departments that transmit or communications by different means to employees comes under internal communications. Internal communications should be effective as it is a vital sources of view and representing organization issue. So internal means both within organization formal and informal communications. Next, internal business communications, it is the further categories internal upward communications and internal downward communications. Then top level management, then middle level management, lower level management, worker and employees. This is the internal upward to downward communications. Next, internal upward communications means these types of internal communications involve the bottom to top management approach. Here the informations follow from subordinate to managers or any persons that is on the upper in the hierarchical level. Hierarchical levels means it's like internal communication involve bottom to tops. Next, internal downward communications. In the downward communication, the informations follow from top level management to employees in the organizations. The internal downward means top level to and down employees organization. This information is related to the passing and instructions to subordinate or employees to do their respective tasks. Download communications being used by managers to communications different goals, procedures and policy guidelines, decisions, instructions, etc. to the subordinate. Is the work for top level organizations. This and guidelines, decisions and instructions for the lower level employers or employees in the organization. Next, internal communications managing director, then general manager, assistant general manager, divisional, department head, supervisors, employees, workers. This top level to employers level. Next, horizontal and lateral business communication. Lateral or horizontal communications is related to communications among co-workers. So, co-worker is called for horizontal and lateral business communications. Example, the either verbal communications or written communications. This may be include interdependent communications or communications between cross-department and can be between people of the same or similar rank in the company. Similar rank in the company. These are the verbal communications or written communication. Next, horizontal or lateral business communications. Purchase manager, then productions manager, quality control manager and sales manager. This is the more one by one is the whole works in process. Next, external business communication. Communications with the people who are external to the organization is known as external business communications. So, this communications with the who are external in the organization, without organizations in the people is called for external business communication. These people can be customers or shareholders or suppliers or partners or regular bodies, etc. These are the examples of the external business communication. Next, business communications method. And first one, in person, face to face business communication. Second one, communications by email system. Then third one, web conferencing. Then fourth one, written communication. Then last one, other methods. And first one, in person, face to face business communication. In person communications is the most common preferred method of business communications, as it is generally in the form of meetings or conference, which is face-to-face communications format. Is required refined in personal skill. To check the personal skills to useful, the communication is face-to-face communications. Way of expressions, way of styles is called for the personal skills. Next, in-person, this method also include non-verbal communications, example body language. While having a conversations between two or more people in business, body language like stress, facial expressions, etc. We can observe of body language, how to tell about the questions and answers. We can discuss all over. Next, communications by email system. An email has become the most widely used communication system in any business. Moreover, this is used for these methods. Due to it is the features of sending and receiving mass or multiple message at a time. Email is considered as one of the preferred method in business communications. It's also increasing efficiency. Mail can be sent and responded is the fast one. It can use for time management and easily transfer. Next, communications by email systems. The conversations through mail can be among two or more than two people is the best substitutes for formal face-to-face meetings or discussions. Can be done in the any mail system is the common used or most used. Next, web conferencing. In the web conferencing methods, business communications, the internet is being used for the communications in meetings, conference, presentations, seminars and important trainings. It include features like sharing files, screens, real-time chatting records only for the web conferencing through online. Next, this can be considered as the most effective way of interacting with people sitting in different locations. Web conference is done by using the phone, teleconference or video equipments, video conference, etc. These are the web conferencing. Next, written communication. Written business communication is the formal and detailed form of communications than the others method. Different written communications tools include formal letters, brochures, posters, etc. This written means it's mostly handwritten is the basic things. Then last one, finally, others method. There are other business communications method like an instance messaging system. This technology easy to use and one can easily connect with people while working outside and have conversations without waiting so long. So otherwise, this is the technology based use. Thank you.